Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Micah Schnabel. I am co-commissioner of CLW. I'm sorry for the light behind me. I can't really do anything about it except turn it off, and I don't really feel it. Well, here, let me see how it looks if I turn it off. No, you can still see me. Alright, so I have an announcement for you, the fans of CLW. Ladies and gentlemen, you might like this, you might not. It doesn't really matter. Let me know in the comments if you like these match types or not. I'm introducing 12 new match types. That's right, 12. I would have Burt Bigelow do it, but Burt Bigelow has family matters, he's on vacation, and Anderson Andrews is a bitch. So, 12 new match types for CLW, and ladies and gentlemen, if your minds are like mine, you're going to love them. Now, what we have is a Wheel of Torture match. Now, you guys ever watched the Global Phenomenon Wrestling Company? They have this night, if they're in a certain town, where they spin a wheel. And it lands on a match type, and the competitors have to fight in that match type. We're doing something like this. Only every 5 minutes, the wheel is spun, and the match type changes. So, me and Jay could be having a match that's a no disqualification match. Spin the wheel, and it changes to an Iron Man match. Spin the wheel, and it changes to a Falls Count Anywhere match. Spin the wheel, turns into a submission match, so on and so forth. You get the gist. Then we have a Last in the Ring match. Last in the Ring. What you get to do is, there are in between 3 and however many you want to go people in the ring at the same time. If you get thrown out of the ring, you can re-enter the ring. If at any point in the match there's only one competitor in the ring, that competitor wins. However, as I said, if you get eliminated, you can come right back into the ring. Missing title match. Now, the missing title match is a good type match if you're into chaotic scavenger hunt type matches. You have anywhere in between 2 and 10 people. They are all competing for the same title. Now, they all start in the ring. The title is hidden anywhere on CLW property, from inside that house to around the yard. The title is hidden anywhere. First person to find it wins the title. The match is over. It's going to be chaotic. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Just find the title. You have the Impossible match. The Impossible match, we're trying to think of a better name for it, but really, I made myself on a deadline, and if I didn't do that, I'd have better names, and this video wouldn't be up right now. The Impossible match is a triple threat or fatal 4-way match. Now, you have to pin all of your opponents. Now, if it's a triple threat, you have to pin both opponents. And if it's a fatal 4-way, you got to pin all 3 opponents. What happens is, if you have pinned 2 out of the 3 opponents needed, and then you get pinned, you have to start all the way back over. Now, this could be from any stipulation, from no DQ to normal. It doesn't really matter. The winner is the person who pins all the opponents, not consecutively, but without getting pinned. Gang Warfare match. Gang Warfare match is a match where in between 3 and 6 teams compete in an over-the-top rope elimination match. Now, the 3 to 6 teams have one representative. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I said representative. In the ring at once. Now, if you get thrown out, the other member of the team comes out and competes. Last team in the ring wins. Now, after the Gang Warfare match, we have the Imitation match. Imitation is the best form of flattering. Imitation is how you tell somebody, hey, I like what you're doing, that's why I'm doing it. Trust me, us in CLW, we do it a lot. We like what we see on TV, we do it. That's kind of why we're wrestling. The Imitation match. There's a State Farm commercial on. That's why it's going everywhere. The Imitation match. You must use your opponent's finishing move. It's a first to use the finisher match, like in the old video games where, if you were this guy, you could face that guy, and if you delivered a super kick, you win. You don't even have to pin him. It's just do a finisher and you win. The catch. Now, there's always going to be a catch in a match. Simple as this. Your opponent, pre-match, decides what finisher you have to use, and you have to guess what finisher he picked. And when you use that finisher, the match is over. So, like, if it's me and Jay, and he picks the Platinum Press for me to use, I can do all of his finishing moves, but if I don't do the Platinum Press, I don't win. Simple as that. The cowbell match. Now, it's not really a cowbell, but I mean, like, any type of bell is going to be hanging from those trampoline poles. And the bells can be used. First person to grab a bell, it's kind of like Russian roulette. It's kind of scary. Pull the bell off, and you ring it. And some type of interference is ran, whether it be against you or for you. Only the person that pulls down the cowbell can use it, and you can use it at any point in the course of the rest of the match after you pull it down. The misery match. The misery match is a best 2 out of 3 last man standing match. But what makes it the misery match is instead of staying down for 10 seconds, your opponent must be down for 30. You have to beat your opponent so bad that they don't get up for half of a minute. Yeah. The Hog Tie Match. The Hog Tie Match. Think what you want about the Hog Tie Match. I'll give you a second to think about what that is. Go ahead, think. Keep thinking. Can't think anything? Or you did think anything? If you did think of something, comment what you thought. When you comment what you think of these match types. Now, the Hog Tie Match. You must tie all of your opponents. It's a 5-way match. You must tie one opponent to each pole around the trampoline. Which means you get zip ties. I take Lane, I zip tie his hands over his head to the pole of the trampoline, he's eliminated. Now it's just down to the 3 of us. I tie Jay, and then I tie Canyon, and then I tie Sierra. I win. But all of your opponents have to be tied to a pole of the trampoline. The handcuff match. Now the handcuff match is going to need to get buffed out a little bit. Because I was kind of in a rush to think of another match type. Because, I mean, like, I thought handcuff match, and then I wrote it down, and it kind of seemed weird, but I'm going to tell you guys anyway. The handcuff match. There's a pair of handcuffs. It's going to get really weird. There's a pair of handcuffs. You have to get the pair of handcuffs. You got to handcuff your opponent to a pole. And then you can beat them as bad as you want. And if they don't say I quit, you don't win. They can try and escape from the handcuffs. If they escape from the handcuffs, the match basically restarts. First person to get handcuffed and say I quit. If they say I quit, not handcuffed, then you don't win. They have to be handcuffed to a pole and say the words I quit. Championship Scramble Match. It's a championship scramble match. Need I say more? The tree stand match. This is the 12th and final stipulation match that I have written down. Obviously, I'm going to keep thinking of stipulations for you, the fans. Comment match types you would like to see. Like, we had one fan comment that he wanted somebody to get tombstone and seize out. We're working on that. We're trying to learn the basics of a tombstone so we can get tombstone and whatnot. None of us really know how to do a tombstone sort of safe. Because, I mean, like, a leg drop's not that safe. But the tree stand match. The tree stand match is all the opponents in the match, whether it be 2, whether it be 10, have to go up in a tree. Now, obviously, the tree is going to be over the trampoline. The tree being over the trampoline. Last person in the tree wins. If it's only 2 people, then the last person in the tree wins. However, if it's more than 2 people, everybody that got thrown out of the tree onto the trampoline will have a match. A match to see who faces the one who stayed in the trampoline. And now, the man that stays in the trampoline and the man that's no longer in the tree. I just screwed up. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I got school in the morning because school starts. Fuck. The man in the tree and the man that wins the match down on the trampoline will face off. And then it's a normal match. Those are the 12 new stipulations for CLW. Comment what you think of these stipulations down below. Like the video. Comment what stipulations you would like to see added to CLW matches. My name's Micah. I'll see you guys soon.